this isn't going to be very easy, but I was just out there all alone in this world, and I got so scared because all I could think about is how I had no place in this world. But then, out of nowhere, I realized that there was one place in this world that I did have, and that was with you. So I flew and I took a taxi to get to you. I just had to come see you. Thank God you're... Wait, you're not... I'm so sorry. This is the house. Does Daniel Harding live here? I'm looking for Daniel Harding.
You're looking
for Daniel Harding. Yeah. He lives here? I thought... Oh, he doesn't, does he? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so embarrassed.
Who is this woman? What is she doing here?
I just honestly thought he'd be here. I always thought he'd be here. Always. Do you know him? Big guy, big, tall guy, played basketball, all Eastern Maine, center, hockey too. Do you know him?
Well...
Oh, don't even answer that. I know that's a horrible question to ask someone who lives in a small town. As if everybody in small towns knows everybody else. I can't believe I asked that. I don't live here anymore, but when I did, I used to hate it when people assumed I knew everybody in town just because it was small. It was even worse when they asked if we had plumbing way up there. Because, you know, people in small towns don't really know each other any better than people in big towns, you know? I mean, you know who you know, and you don't know who you don't know. Just like anywhere else. I'm so sorry to have bothered you. I was just so sure. When his parents died, he kept the house. I heard. He lived here. He stayed here. I thought. He was one of those ones who stayed. I didn't stay. I went away.
Most people do.
Yeah, and I guess he did too. Never thought he would. You gotta hold on to people or you lose them. Wish there's someplace you could keep them in for when you need them. Oh, look! There he is! Boy, it's cold. I forgot.
Yeah.
I can't believe I took a taxi here from Bangor to see him.
That's far.
Yeah.
That's 163 miles.
Yeah, this place is a little farther away from things than I remembered.
Why did you do that?
Because I could only fly as close as Bangor, and I needed to get to him as fast as I could.
Why?
Because I need to answer a question he asked me.
Oh?
The last time I was here, he asked me a very important question, and I didn't answer him, and that's just not a very nice thing to do to a person.
Well, that's been a little hard.
He asked me to marry him.
Oh. And you...
Didn't answer him. No. Yeah. And that's why I'm here. To answer him. I mean, I didn't answer him in the first place because I didn't have an answer at the time. I mean, I was going to college, and then the night before I'm supposed to go off into the world to do what I hope and dream, he asked me, will you marry me? I mean, come on! I was leaving in the morning. What was I supposed to do?
I don't know.
I mean, I told him I'd have to think about it, that I'd think it over overnight, and that I'd be back before the sun came up with an answer. And then I left. I left him standing right there. And I didn't make it back before the sun came up or at all.
That sounds like an answer to me.
No, that wasn't my answer. I just went off into the world, and that's not an answer, and I think...
What?
I think he probably thought I'd say yes.
Well, a guy's not gonna ask a girl that question unless he thinks she's gonna say yes.
I know, and I'm just afraid he waited up all night just hoping for me to come by, and I just want to let him know that I now know that you can't just do a thing like not answer a question like the one he asked me. You can't do that to a person, especially to someone you love.
You loved him?
Well, I don't know. I mean, we were kids. Yes. I did. I do. I feel like I dashed his hopes and dreams.
Oh, come on. You give yourself too much credit. He was young. That's all you need to get your hopes dashed. Be young. And everybody starts out young, so everybody's gonna get their hopes dashed. And besides, I don't think you really dash his hopes. Because if you dash somebody's hopes, well, that's kind of a nice way to let them down. I mean, it hurts, but it's quick. If you would have said no, that would have been dashing his hopes. But you didn't say no. You said nothing. At all. And that's killing hope the long, slow, painful way. Because it's still there, just holding on. Never really goes away. Kind of like giving somebody a little less air to breathe every day until they die.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
For what?
I don't know.
Goodbye, Hope.
Bye. I'm so sorry to have bothered you. I was just out there all alone in this world with no place in it, and then I realized what I had done to him, to Danny, and that with him was my place in this world. And wait a minute. You called me Hope. How did you know my name? Danny!
Hello, Hope.
Danny, I didn't even...
I know.
I didn't even...
I know.
I didn't even
I know.
recognize you. You're so
I know.
small.
Yeah, I lost a lot of hope. That'll do a number on you.
Danny, I'm so sorry.
It's okay. 'Cause you wanna know something? You're early.
What?
You're early. You said you'd be back with an answer to my question before the sun came up, and geez and crow, the sun's not even close to being up yet. It only went down a few hours ago. You're early. That's good for you. So, a taxi all the way from Bangor.
Yep.
Tell me,
Dan? Honey? Hon, who's there?
just somebody needs directions.
It's awful late for directions.
Yes, he said, listen. I'll be right in.
Okay.
What?
I hope you find a hope. Your place in this world. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Danny. Yes. Yes.